So this is my game board, the Spelling Champ, and basically I took some black construction paper or like a poster board and I covered it in duct tape that is in a metallic purple color, followed with some borders that were pretty different colors that I thought was cool because it was gender friendly for either genders, both. Right here is a card deck, and on the card deck, as you can see if you flip one of them over, there are letters on them. And I used just poster board letters, and I cut them out and put them on the same color paper as the board and the background. Over here is where the game would start, and this is one of the game pieces. It's a pair of sunglasses. There's an assortment of 8 game pieces, but there's only 4 players that can play at one time. So they would start here, right here on this planet, and they would pick a letter, and the letter would be B because that's the letter that they chose. And of course this would not be alphabetized, it would need to be randomly shuffled so that they could get a random letter. And the buzzer would speak out and say what the category was. So this category would be objects that start with the letter B, and you have 5 seconds. So the buzzer would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in 5 seconds, you would have to list out all of the words that starts with the letter B that are objects. Now, once you are done and you successfully done that, another kid will keep score and tally up all of the number of words that you were able to get that were in that category. And you would say you got 7 words. So you would take this and you would move 7 spaces. So you would go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you landed in timeout. And once a student lands in timeout, that means that they are then going to be placed over here in the timeout section of random things. And they'll have to stay there for 1 turn. And then when they come back to their turn, they will be asked to spell a word that starts with the letter B. And once you spell the word that starts with the letter B, then that word would then get you out of timeout, or it would keep you in there until you spelled another word correctly that started with the letter B. And so then if you come from out of timeout, if you spell the word correctly, then you get to move once you get your next turn. So the game is pretty simple, but it's also something that I think would be very interactive and fun for a student to play with, just because it's very colorful. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of objects, shapes and colors and animals and things that you can do to make the game fun based on categories. Right now I don't have a specific buzzer that I have, but right now it's going to just be based on me recording, like a fake recording. And so I played this game out with my son just to try it out and see if it was something that he would like. But he is 4, so I felt like it was outside of his age range, or the age range that I was trying to appeal to. So I will try it with students, hopefully, that are in the age range, which is 2nd grade, all the way up till the age of 10, because I feel like this is a game that could be switched around and made a little bit more interactive and a little more challenging as you up the words in the different categories that you would have with it. It's also something that's pretty simple that could be done by a parent at home and just used as a way to help their children with spelling and reading, as they will have to read out the words. And so basically, the last person to get, or the first person to get over here at the end spot, would then have to spell out a word randomly that would be given out to them. And if they correctly spelled the word, they would win the game. If they didn't, they would be moved back some spaces, which is approximately, I would say, about 10 spaces. I think that's what I put in my notes. So about 10 spaces back. And that allows other students to get the opportunity to make it to this end spot without feeling rushed. And yeah, that's pretty much my game, the Spelling Champ, and I hope you guys like it.